Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Hey, Trish. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I've lost track of the days, the weeks, the dates. It seems like it's one of those weeks. It's been a bit of a grind. I guess it is Thursday. It felt like Friday to me all day. Sadly, it's not Friday. But Trish, I do have a quick update for you.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Trish. So I don't know when we're going to do this little endeavor, this little fun show that we do, but
right.
We don't really plan it. But Trish, I have my first COVID vaccine appointment tomorrow.
Do you?
2:15 p.m. Yeah. And so
okay.
Let's see what happens.
What time? 2:15?
2:15 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So and I've got to drive a little bit of a ways to get it, probably about a half an hour, which I'm going to tell you what, so the eligibility where I live in North Carolina became everybody essentially.
Right.
2 days ago, or actually yesterday. That was the first day you could try to make an appointment. And I don't know how long I spent, but it was a while. And I'm pretty tech savvy, right? We've been in the tech industry for a long time. I know what I'm doing.
I hope you are.
And it took me probably over an hour and 10 minutes to get an appointment somewhere. It was really, really difficult. I know every state is different. Every process is different. Yeah. I don't even but I just kept trying because I figured, oh my God, everybody's now eligible. I was really concerned that my appointment would be May or even June. Who knew? I had no idea. And so I was able to get an appointment through CVS, Trish. I'm going to a CVS pharmacy to get my vaccination on Friday, and was also able to book the second appointment 3 weeks from tomorrow. So
good.
I am all set with 1 and 2. I know you had number 1 and probably number 2 coming soon, right?
Yeah, I've had the first one. Ours was really different. Ours was a matter of, it was posted, I saw it on Facebook, I think, that it was like, hey, 2 p.m. at the fairgrounds, show up with your form. I'm not even kidding. Hundreds of people.
That's the same way the farmers sell watermelons, I think, right? In that same method, they post it on Facebook and say, come on down.
Here in the Midwest, we just show up at the fairgrounds. You drive up in your car, you stick your arm, out, and yeah, that's kind of it. But it was really easy. And so now I'm a little confused though, because we didn't get a pre-established second time. And so I'm just waiting to hear from them when that needs to be, but it's got to be soon.
I'm sure that high-tech fairgrounds Facebook tech stack you're working on in Illinois is going to take care of you.
Hey, I don't care. Whatever. I mean, every state's different. So that's what's frustrating too, though, right? Every state has different rules. Every state has different ideas about what's safe and what's not safe, and then different ways to vaccinate their people or who gets vaccinated in what order. So that's what's frustrating.
I'm getting a little bit, but it was super hard to get through. And I do really feel for folks who may not be as tech savvy.
Absolutely.
I didn't check to see if there were different languages. Maybe if English wasn't your first language, I bet that might have been a difficult little process, although I don't know that for sure. And I'm not maligning CVS at all. I don't know, but I really don't know what part North Carolina played in this, and then then CVS played in this in terms of getting it all set up. It's really, really confusing. I mean, I was glad I was able to get through it, and I'm excited to get it done. But yeah, we'll see.
So there are no mass vaccination sites in your county?
I think I don't know. I think they did some at the football stadium at some point, but that was a little bit earlier on. I don't know, Trish. I honestly,
You just know you're going to CVS.
I was just looking around to try to find somewhere that was available. You had a big map, so you basically put your zip code into a Google map kind of deal. And it had all these little pins, right, that indicate places where vaccinations would be available, except they were all red, right? Which means they were not. Yeah, I guess that's what it meant. But I found one green little dot on the map, which I clicked on. I don't even know where this place is, by the way. I got to figure it out.
You're going on a road trip.
It's a place called Salisbury, North Carolina. That's where I'm going tomorrow.
Let's do this. We'll try to do a quick work break before you go, because I think trying to do it afterward might be a little.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway,
hectic for you.
That was my news item of the day, and I'm happy that's what I'm doing tomorrow afternoon.
Well, good. I don't really have a news item today. I was going to ask you what you think about this, though. So I feel like I have just, after the Easter break and everything, I have eaten so much candy. It's really not good. It's not good. And more of those Reese's eggs than I would care to admit
Those are
and
good.
I feel like we all worry about like the winter holidays and needing to go on a diet after. I want to know how many people actually have Easter or spring as kind of that's really when the dieting needs to happen, I think. Because so I'm gonna try some old style Richard Simmons, like Sweating to the Oldies or something that I think I could
You have that on VHS tape you can pop in?
I don't, but I'm gonna go on YouTube. I looked it up. There are someone is, probably recorded their VHS tape and put it on YouTube. So I don't know. I need like ideas. I'm feeling just like blah, and it's almost swimsuit weather, and I'm just blah.
Yeah,
I just
no, that's
feel
been concerning me too a lot. They do have those services, Trish, because I did avail myself of it about a year or so, maybe 2 years ago, where if you have an old VHS tape in your possession,
right,
that you can mail it in or maybe take it somewhere. I mailed mine, and then you get back a digital copy of what was on that VHS, Trish.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember this, because I did share it with you. You might have looked at it for 5 minutes and were laughing hysterically. But I still have in my possession that my parents saved for me. This is how old this is. A VHS tape of a high school basketball game.
There you go.
Which I was a player in said game.
I love it.
The local cable access channel that we had way back then. So I digitized it, and then a couple of people. I did rewatch it. It's hysterical. I had a good game.
You've been in media a long time, right?
They even interviewed me after the game. Me and one of the other guys on the team. We had a good game. The team we played was better than us, but we managed to beat them somehow. And after the game, they interviewed myself and one of our other players after the game, and I said all the right cliches in that post-game interview too, as well. Work hard, one game at a time. Really, my teammates were there for me. I said all the right things.
Yeah, you always have to thank your teammates. You can't if you're going to get interviewed, you got to be the guy or girl that like thanks the teammates, right? And the coach probably. And
don't you wish some player would just actually say what they really think sometime? Don't you wish, like after the Super Bowl, Tom Brady would have said, "You know what? This team would have never won the Super Bowl without me.
Right?
Not in a million years. I switched teams. I'm the greatest player of all time. Now I'm on a new team. We just won the Super Bowl, and the reason is me. We know this. Everybody knows this. Why can't he be honest and say that?
I don't know. Why? You tell me. Why can't people just be? It's the same reason we can't be honest at work.
Ooh, there's lots of like. That's a good segue. You tied that right back into the work.
I know. I've been fired up, and I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just gonna say this. I think that. I think it's really difficult to be honest at work sometimes, because you can't say what you really think. You can't say what you really feel. And I'll just say that I would like to change a lot of the things that I'm attending this year. And I'm going to be looking for events that have different voices from what I've been hearing. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's a good thought. I think you're right. You can't always be honest. I worked with a guy a long time ago. I was in consulting, and he was on my team. He's a younger guy than me at the time. Really fired up guy, really. And we had an awful meeting. We had a really awful client for a while, and they'd kill us in these meetings, probably justifiably. And after the meeting one day, that was just the two of us left. Like the client had left the room.
Yeah.
And he looks at me and says, just one day I just want to get up and I want to smack that guy, like the client project manager. It's like, I wish I could do that. I know I can't. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. But I really would. I just want to get up there and whoop him. And I'm like, dude, man, that's over with now. There's no more whooping. There's no more talking about smacking people. That's it. You can't even.
I know you can't do it. You can't do it. Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, look, it is what it is. So. Yeah. Anyway, I would be a fan if Tom Brady would actually get up there and say what the truth is and what he really thinks. And, kudos to anybody that can do that. But the rest of us have to fall in line, play nice, all that good stuff.
You do. There's a little bit of that. You do need to get along a little bit unless you have some if you're Tom Brady, you probably don't, though. You see, that's the thing, right? Only select people, whatever the industry is, sports or business or entertainment.
Right.
Only some people can get away with really being honest all the time, right? The
That's a shame.
Have to moderate our thoughts and our words a little bit.
I know. Well, anyway, that's my thoughts for a Thursday.
I like it.
All right. Well, listen, thanks everyone for joining us for our little work break. Hopefully you got to step away from your work for a couple of minutes. Be sure to subscribe to the HR Happy Hour Podcast Network on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And
Google
come back tomorrow for a little quick update on Steve right before he goes for the big COVID vaccine, right? Tweet any words of advice to prep him for that. And we will see you all back here tomorrow. Bye.